Welcome to Econ 202, Principles of Macroeconomics. I'm Liam Malloy. I'll be your professor for this semester, fall 2017. And this video is just an introduction to the course. And below this, you'll find an introduction to the Sakai site, which is where everything is going to happen for this course. It's your online classroom. And an introduction to the textbook, which is also online and fortunately is free. So we'll talk about a couple of those things in this video as well. So the textbook first to start off is called just The Economy with Core Economics. We'll be doing the macro chapters. The website's there. It's just www.core-econ.org. You need to sign up for an account, but it's free. We'll do approximately one chapter per week. Obviously, it's very important that you do the reading. The chapters aren't too long. You'll see there's both Einstein sections and Leibniz sections. So the Einstein sections actually, somewhat paradoxically, are a little bit easier. They're just sort of the basic math, and we will cover those. We won't be doing the Leibniz supplements, which require calculus, as calculus is not a requirement for this class. The problem sets, there will be one problem set per week, and I will count your top 10 problem sets for your grade. They'll be due on Sunday by the end of the day. You should take your time and do them carefully. It's okay to work with other classmates if you have friends who are in the class as well, but you will each have to submit your own answers on Sakai. And you will have 3 attempts to do it, and it will record your highest score, and there will be a little bit of feedback each time you submit an attempt. So the grades for the course, 30% are problem sets. So make sure you do your problem sets. Don't forget to do the problem sets. Make sure you take your time, you do them carefully, and you don't skip any. There'll be 2 midterm exams, which are 25% in total, and a final exam, which is also 25%, and then class participation, which is 20%. And before the exams, I'll give you some practice problems so you get the idea of the kind of questions that will be on the exam. So class participation, isn't this class online? How are you going to participate? You can't raise your hand. So class participation will be done through the forum section on Sakai. So if you've done an online class before, this is probably pretty similar. I will post about 2 questions per week, and you can participate either by answering my question directly or by responding to one of the answers from your classmates. Obviously, your answers should be thoughtful, and the best answers will refer to what we are learning that week, right? I'm going to ask questions about a general issue in the economy or in your life, and I would like you to refer to what we're learning. There will be a separate discussion forum for asking me questions. So if there's something you didn't understand, if there's something you would like me to explain in more detail, you can ask questions there. That's optional. You don't have to ask questions there, but if you are asking questions, that also counts towards participation. So on Sakai, everything is broken up into lectures and lessons. And so the lessons will be there for every week. So there will be a week 1 lesson, a week 2 lesson, all the way through. So it will give you a link to the chapter to read. It will provide the videos to watch where I sort of highlight the important parts of the chapters, work through some of the problems, do some examples. The discussion forums will be linked there, and the problem sets and exams for the weeks where we have exams will be linked there as well. So everything's going to be done through lessons, although you can also get to the discussion forums, problem sets, and exams directly through the links on the left-hand side, as you'll see in the video below when I walk you through the Sakai site. The discussion forums. So every week there will be one link to ask me questions, and I will always respond to those. And then there will be the discussion questions. I won't respond to every single individual. I will respond when I think it's appropriate to those week's questions. And so you can go through them either with the link in the lesson, or you can go directly to the discussion forum. Just remember, you will need to provide at least 2 answers every week in order to earn your class participation points. The problem sets will be due on Sunday. You can find them directly on the link on the left on Sakai or through the week's lessons. There are different types of questions that I can ask you on Sakai, so there will be multiple choice questions. Some of them will have just one answer. Some of them will have more than one answer, so you'll see there, for those ones, there are check boxes. Some will be matching, some will be some numerical problems, calculating growth rates, calculating inflation, calculating the unemployment rate. Some are fill in the blank. Um, there'll be about 15 to 20 questions each week, so some will take longer to do than others. Make sure you leave enough time, right? So they're due at the end of the day, Sunday, Eastern, it should say standard time there. And so make sure you leave enough time to do them. Don't send me an email at 11 p.m. on Sunday and ask me questions because I'll be asleep because I'm old and I won't have time to answer them before the problem set is due. They will be open all week, so you'll see that the first chapter problem set, which is a little bit shorter, which is due on Sunday, um, is open now, and you can start working on it as you read the chapter and watch the videos. The midterm and final exams. So the exams will also be on Sakai. There will be similar problems to the problem sets. So the problem sets really give you some practice to do them. They're open book and open note. They're available for a 24-hour period. But once you start them, you have to complete them within either an hour and a half for the midterm or within 3 hours for the final exam. It's open book and open note, but you are expected to do them on your own without assistance from any other person. So you can have the book open, you can have your notes open. I always recommend, because you have limited time, you aren't going to be able to sort of Google every answer. You're not going to have time to do that. So I recommend making a cheat sheet of notes with the most important things that you can refer to very quickly while you're doing the exam. All right, and so that's it for this introductory video. If you look down below in the lesson, then you'll see a video for the Sakai site and a video for the textbook. Thanks.